Today we are learning lesson 10.6, solving factored equations. The rest of this week we will be doing a quiz review and quiz over the factoring and this lesson that we learned last week. 10.6, solving factored equations is our goal for today. The key is this first line in red. Again, make sure you understand this piece. If two numbers are multiplying together to equal 0, so some number m times n equals 0, then one of those two numbers needs to equal 0. The only way you ever get an answer or a product or equal to 0 is one of the numbers is 0. So what we're dealing with today, and why this is important, is we're going to be given a factored equation, like the example below, where it's already factored for us, and we're solving for what x could equal. So, as a note in blue, to solve a factored equation, we set each parenthesis equal to 0. Each parenthesis stands for a number like m and n. So in this case, the example is the quantity x plus 7 times the quantity 2x minus 1 equals 0. So we set each piece, x plus 7 could equal 0, right? Because that number could be the one that equals 0, and solve. Minus 7 for both sides, and we get x equals -7. Now that was only one parenthesis. Next, we take the other parentheses over here, 2x minus 1, and set that equal to 0 as well, right? Because the top said either n equals 0 or n equals 0. So we're going to solve for both. Add 1 to each side, right? Opposite of PEMDAS, 2x equals 1. Opposite of multiplying is dividing, divide by 2, and I get x also equals half. So we get two answers, x equals -7 and positive half, right? Because there were two numbers that would make our factored part up here equal 0. Next, solving the equation x plus 4 quantity times x plus 3 quantity equals 0, and solve. Set each piece equal to 0. So, x plus 4 equals 0. Minus 4 from each side. X equals -4. There's one answer. Next, x minus 3 equals 0. Plus 3 to both sides. X equals plus 3. Now, we already have an x equals over here to save some space. All right, we can move that plus 3 right over here. We have x equals -4 and positive 3. Continuing again, x minus 6 equals 0. Add 6 to each side, x equals 6. And again, we don't need to say positive 6, we just assume if it's not a negative sign in front, it's positive. Now, x plus 9 equals 0. Subtract 9 from each side, x equals -9. And so, our two answers, x equals 6 and -9. Next, 2x minus 1 times 3x plus 4 equals 0. Now, when we have more than one x in front in our parentheses, we're going to get fractions. So some of these will end up in fractions. 2x minus 1 equals 0. Plus 1 to both sides. 0 there. 2x equals 1. Divided by 2. And we get x is half. There's one answer. And now we have to do the other part. 3x plus 4 equals 0. Subtract 4 from each side. 3x equals -4. And divide by 3 to get -4/3. Now, -4/3 is technically not simplified fraction. It's a compound fraction where we have a numerator greater than the denominator, but we're just going to leave it like that because it's in the form that is easiest to plug back in if we wanted to double check. Next, 5x minus 7 equals 0. Right, set each piece. Add 7 to both sides. We're going to divide by 5. 5x is 7. Divide by 5. We get 7/5. 2x minus 6 equals 0. Now the next parentheses. 2x equals 6. and divide by 2. Half of 6 is 3. So we didn't get a fraction this time, do that, simplify. So we simplify when we can, but if it's not going to be a 3, a 4, a nice integer or whole number, then we're just going to leave it, right? 7/5 technically is 1 2/5, but it's fine in that form. Again, same idea here. 7x plus 3 equals 0. Minus 3 from each side. 7x is negative 3. And we get negative 3, 7. Three x minus 9 is 0. 3x equals 9. And 9 does divide by 3 nicely, and we get 3. So negative 3 sevenths and positive 3 are the two answers we get. Next, 8x minus 11 is 0. 8x equals 11. And divide by 8. We get x is 11, 8. 9x plus 2 equals 0. Subtract 2 from each side. 9x equals minus 2. Divide by 9. And we get negative 2, 9. So again, continuing at that page, make sure you get it down. It goes pretty quickly once you get the process. It doesn't get much challenging. We can get more parentheses. But again, it remains fairly basic in terms of the process. 6x minus 4 is 0. Or simple, I guess you do. Plus 4 to each side. 6x is 4. Divide by 6. Now, this one isn't necessarily simplified. They both have a 2 in it. Right, so technically we can simplify like that. You don't need to include divide by 2, but just to show you why we're getting 2/3. There's that answer. Leave it open because now we need the next group. 2x plus 7 equals 0. 2x is negative 7. And we get negative 7 halves. That's our other answer. And make sure your signs change as we're subtracting, because that is one of the small spots for errors that people make, that these need to be opposite signs, otherwise we wouldn't have equals 0. Minus 4 and plus 4 equals 0. If you can't circle that in that they're both opposites, then you need to check your work. Something's wrong. Next one, 3x minus 8 equals 0, plus 8. 3x equals 8. And x is 3/8, or 8/3. Now 9x minus 4 is 0. Add 4 to each side, 9x equals 4. And x is 4/9. Now we have 3 pieces. Now, be careful with these, as the mistake made on these is some people think the x on the outside doesn't matter. I don't put it in its own parentheses, because we wouldn't say x plus 0 or x minus 0, we would just say x. So in this case, x equals 0. Not really much for work, but that is now a solution. 0 could be a value for x. And then we go on with the rest of it like normal. 8x plus 4 equals 0. Minus 4 on each side. 8x equals minus 4. Divide by 8, which is equal to minus half. So far I got x equals, bring down my answers, 0, minus half, and I have one more parentheses left. 2x minus 1 equals 0, plus 1 to both sides, 2x equals 1, and x equals positive half. So these answers are 0, negative half, positive half. Okay, or plus or minus half, you want to be a little shorter. A couple more sets to go. 2x equals 0. Divide by 2. 0 over 2 is still 0. This is x equals 0. Next set. X minus 3 equals 0. plus 3. We don't have to divide by anything here. X equals 3. And then x plus 3 equals 0. Minus 3 from both sides. X equals minus 3. Now group our three answers together. 0, plus 3, and minus 3. And those are our three answers. One more set. 4x minus 8, x minus 6, 3x plus 5. Again, each piece equals to 0. Hopefully you've got the pattern by now. Nothing's very much changed between these problems. We got x equals 2, x minus 6 equals 0. With just x in front, you'll notice a pattern that basically our sign is the only thing that changes. We go from minus 6 to x equals plus 6. So we added 6 to each side. 3x plus 5 equals 0 in our last part. Minus 5 divided by what's in front of the x. And we get negative 5/3. So our three answers are x is 2, 6, and negative 5/3. Now the last one is more about a point. Challenge, solve the equation. Now again, where do these factoring and solving come into play? Solving a factored equation is basically the step after this, right? X squared minus 8x plus 12 equals 0, right? What we're doing here, again, just like factoring, a little bit of review. What numbers multiply equal 12, add equal minus 8, and we're going to be a negative 6, negative 2, and because it's 1x squared, we can say this is x minus 6 times x minus 2 equals 0, and this is where what we've learned today comes into play. Now I can finish this question with what we learned today and set x minus 6 equals 0, and x minus 2 equals 0, and then solve, right? So this is where it comes into play. You won't always find equations in factored form already, but that's what we worked on last week in terms of factoring so that we can solve problems like these. And again, the same idea over here, except it's 3 times negative 8 or negative 24, that's equal minus 2. And remember, you're going to be negative 6 and plus 4. And then the kind of shortcut I showed was now when we divide by the leading term, we get negative 6/3, which is 2, so x minus 2. And then we get x plus 4/3, but x times x is that equal 3x squared, so we need to shift this 3 over, right? We basically multiply both numbers by 3, and the 3 times 4/3 just gets rid of the denominator. So our answer is x minus 2 times 3x plus 4 equals 0. And now again, look closely at where our answers are and how they compare with what we had in our diamond, even over here in blue. Minus 6, minus 2, and our answers were plus 6, plus 2. Our numbers here were minus 2, 4/3. Solving x minus 2 equals 0, x equals plus 2. And over here, 3x plus 4 is 0, 3x equals minus 4. We extend. And divide by 3, we get minus 4/3. So comparing 2 and negative 4/3 to our diamond after we divided, right? There basically we flip both sides. So a little interesting pattern there. And the homework will be given on the board tomorrow.